The best thing about meeting fans on tour and on the road, hey, by the way, Art Hope Alley, I love you, you're my girl, is being able to travel the world and being able to meet people from all over and really be able to see your friendships and your relationships with each other grow so much, and you get to exchange and share so much love and your personal stories, and you really get to know and really be able to see your friendships and your relationships with each other grow so much, and you get to exchange and share so much love and your personal stories, and you really get to know as much people as you can on such a personal and deep level. I think that is something that is so beautiful, and to be able to connect to people through music is indescribable. One of my favorite movies ever is Selena, and that's the story of the phenomenal Selena Quintanilla. As most of you know, she is my favorite entertainer and singer of all time. She was just this tremendous spirit. She was such a beautiful, compassionate, kind soul that showed on and off the stage, and I think the movie depicted her life beautifully, and Jennifer Lopez did such an outstanding job of playing Selena, and I think everybody involved did such an incredible job of honoring her. And there's so many elements that remind me of home from that movie, and of my family, and I draw most of my inspiration from Selena. The funniest thing that's happened on tour, we've had quite a few funny moments, but one of my favorites has to come from my dad. We were in Europe, and he would, every single day, guys, he would come to the bus or the dressing room with these bags of dessert, like pies and breads and just all these different types of desserts. They were freaking spectacular, by the way. But it was so funny because every day it'd be something new. He'd make a new friend and he'd bring us sweets. It was the best. I'm so grateful for my friends and my family. To have such a strong, solid foundation around me is something that helps me through the good and through the bad, and of course to have you guys there for me is something that I'm just so thankful for, and it really just helps, and I try my best to live in the moment, and it's so important to have gratitude and to be humble, and each day is a blessing. Oh my gosh, this is such a tough question. I would have to choose between either the 60s, because I love that whole era of music and film. Everything was so cute and so big, and they used real instruments back then and real singing. Frank Sinatra, oh my gosh, I would just literally just do anything to have seen him perform live, especially in the 60s. And then I would have to choose the 80s because I loved the fashion, the makeup, the hair, even the commercials were so much fun. And the music back then, they also used real music, and everybody was just such an artist and so eccentric, and the 80s was such a time of invention, of artists really inventing themselves and breaking out. Madonna, Michael Jackson, George Michael, some of my favorite artists of all time are from that era, and I love the movies. Like, some of the greatest films of all time come from the 80s too. I loved working with Skrillex and Pooh Bear. Sonny is so magnificently talented, and he's awesome and so humble and down to earth. And Pooh Bear is so much fun. He brings in the party and the laughs. Happy birthday. And just being able to write with each of the girls and to share our stories and to partner up and really share the ideas that are brewing inside of our minds and really bring them to life. Being given that opportunity was so special, and to see each and every girl in their element and us working till the end of the night. I'm super bad with favorites. I'm gonna describe one of them. Normani and I co-wrote this song, and without giving too much detail, it's a song that we're being vulnerable in, and it describes how we can be sometimes. That's all that I got. Sorry, guys. Aw, this is a cute one. Eclectic. It's eclectic. Weird, because it's weird. But beautiful, because it really is beautiful. We have this amazing relationship or friendship, whatever, sisterhood with each other. You know, the good and the bad. We love and respect each other so much. I love my girls. I definitely have to warm up. That's a must. Have to protect the vocals, the vocal cords. Hot tea sometimes really helps. Praying before a show, getting together, getting that energy right is awesome. And just kind of getting yourself pumped up. Sometimes you have to do a few jumping jacks, a few just jumps in the air to get your blood flowing, and just have so much fun, man. This is a great question. I'm gonna choose 3 people from the past. Selena Quintanilla, she was my angel. I would have loved to meet her. Frank Sinatra, I would have been so honored to sing with him. Oh my goodness. And Selena, of course. Goodness, if that could ever somehow happen through a hologram or just through the studio, somehow do that with a magical thing, I would not. I can't even talk right now just thinking about it. So yeah, basically I wouldn't know how to just, I can't talk right now. That'd be so incredible, basically. And Walt Disney, because he created the happiest place on earth, and I would want to get inside his mind and tell him thank you for making my favorite place on earth. And I would want to pick his brain and see what he was thinking and how the process of making Disneyland came about and everything he went through to make it possible.